in life sometimes it's not what you know that matters, but who you know. Hello, hello. Today is day 61. Yes, today is day 61. Yes, today is day 61, and today we're going to be talking about the power of networking. Yes, the power of networking. And I know that when we talk about networking, you're probably thinking of some stuffy meeting where you are handing over all your business cards and everybody is smiling, forced smiles, trying to make small talk, and talking to strangers and everything. Yeah, that image does come to my mind too when I think about networking. But the point is, that's not just the only thing networking is all about, you know. I was just thinking of this topic in the general sense of it. Networking just means connecting with people generally, building bonds, forming relationships with people. And networking is very vital, very important, very powerful in our lives. It can help us in advancing, in moving forward in life, and it can be the difference between success and failure. Really, because we all need networking. We all need networking because no man is an island, right? No man is an island. You cannot survive on your own. I cannot survive on my own. We all need to network with other people. And the point about networking is that when we network, it propels us to levels where we might not be able to get to without the power of networking. And so I just want to say that there are two different types of networking. The first, type is the one we've talked about, the business type, which we all know, like, professionally networking, getting to know people in your industry, people in your line of work, connecting with them, and all that good stuff. And this one involves maybe going to events, like we said, maybe going to workshops, getting to know people in your line of work, and most of the time it can be formal, like meeting people in person. It can also be online, because these days, in fact, a lot of networking is done online, on maybe even social media. Some businesses can be formed on social media, but mostly the business, like the social media that are based on businesses like LinkedIn and all those. So it can be in person and even online. Then the one of maybe the other type is social networking, which has to do with meeting with friends. It could be colleagues, friends, neighbors, even acquaintances, just forming that human bond, sharing experiences, sharing information. It could be around your neighborhood, it could be in your church, your place of worship, it could be in your children's school, it could be anywhere where human beings gather. You can network. So that is the social aspect of it, and that also can be done online, obviously, with the advent of social media. In fact, some people live more on social media than in real life. So a lot of networking is done on social media, Instagram, X as they call it now, Facebook, and all the like. Many networking is being done on social platforms. So because of the numerous different ways in which we can network now, nobody has the excuse. Nobody can say, I don't have anywhere where I can network. So we don't have excuse again. You can't say, I don't have a car to travel to somewhere or to an event. Right on your phone. And you can't even say, I don't have a phone, because everybody more or less has phone. So yeah, there are so many opportunities for us to network. And the thing about networking is that it's so powerful, because in life sometimes it's not what you know that matters, but who you know. Yes, let me repeat myself. It might not be what you know that matters sometimes, but who you know. So, and in my home country, Nigeria, we call something man knows man. I don't know where you're watching from, if you have any expression that you use for knowing people in your country. Please, you can leave it in the comment section so that we can learn. So there's something they call man knows man, It's like networking, knowing people, So it's very, very important. And there are many advantages to networking. The first one I want to talk about is opportunities. A lot of times, opportunities present themselves to us through people, through networking. You don't know, sometimes who we know somebody that we know somebody that we know somebody that we know somebody that we know somebody. Should I continue? That we know somebody that we know somebody that we know somebody that can help you. If somebody is very long. You never know who will know somebody that will help you. You never know who will know somebody that will know opportunities that you've been looking for, because you cannot know about all the opportunities that exist in this world. And again, you never know doors that can open through people. Networking open doors for us, open doors to places and events and opportunities that we never ever probably would have been able to have access to just on our own. So networking open doors, open opportunities to us to move on in life. That's one. The second one is that networking brings experience, because again, you can't know everything in this world. So when you network, you get to meet people that maybe have traveled a particular line before, they've made the journey that you are making. Maybe they are way ahead. You never know, when you will meet such people that will be able to share their experience, their knowledge, their wisdom. So through networking, we get wisdom, we get knowledge, we get access to people that know, more than us. So this is another advantage of networking. Another advantage of networking is that when we network with people and we get to meet different people, it gives us this sense of confidence that we know people. I know that we're not supposed to depend on people, like we're supposed to depend on God, but sometimes God will use people to help us, So it gives us confidence that we know somebody, that sometimes when you go to some people, they will say, who do I know? I know somebody that can help you. And true, they will bring some, they will just punch a phone call away, and they are calling somebody that will help you. So, it helps us to know that we have that confidence, and we know also that we have support whenever we need it, that we can always get the support that we need. So these are the things that networking does for us. It gives us access to support, it gives us access, and sometimes it's not just opportunities and maybe monetary value. Sometimes it could also just be that support, that encouragement, that verbal encouragement or non-verbal, that support. It might not even be like material. It could be just that the person or the people are there for you to just guide you or support you or encourage you, right, when you need that encouragement the most. So these are all the benefits that networking gives to us. And when you think about all this, as I'm talking about all these things, I'm just wondering that how many of us really, 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 in our daily lives, how many of us really network? A lot of us feel that we are an island, that we can make it on our own. Yeah, so me that I'm talking, I'm just thinking of it like right now, as I'm talking to you, there's an event where I'm supposed to be. It's an event that, the gathering of a lot of women, and I'm not there. I didn't go. So I'm also guilty. We're all guilty of it. Sometimes we just want to be on our own, and it does us a lot of disservice. So now that event I'm talking about, ask me why I did not go. There's no reason. I just didn't feel like going, and I'm not going. I'm in my house. So, we just all have to try. Having known the importance of networking, we need to be encouraged. I'm encouraging myself as well, because I am one person that just like my husband will say, what is this your house doing to you? I like staying in my house. I don't like going out. But like, I want to be in my house. I want to be at home. So, having known all these benefits, we should go out there, network, let's challenge ourselves. Let's take advantage of this very, very, very vital tool. And if there's one event that you've been invited to, maybe it's a school event or a neighborhood sales, or even if it's a business event and you are already like, I don't think I want to go, take this as your cue. Take this as your signal. Go to that event, network, meet people, because you never know where your opportunity lies. So yeah, that's all I have for us today, and I'm going to see you when I'm done. I'm back. Yes. That's how far I've gone today, 72 minutes. And so today, we've talked about the power of networking. And so, let's all challenge ourselves and channel the power of networking into every area of our lives. Trust me, we all need it. I need it. So, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so. If you are getting any value from here, please subscribe, like, share the videos to your friends and to all the people that you are going to be networking with. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.